What's up, this is Squad 2448, we're following Skidsteer 17 video. Today's day 2 of the Building the Landscaping Bed project here on the Square Farms map. We'll be hopping here in our 2016 Toyota Tacoma, and we'll be making our way over to the shop. Today we'll be spreading the mulch and planting the plants that the customer did purchase for their bed. And this was a pretty cool mini 2-day landscaping series here on the channel. You guys should have done the support on day 1, which was shaping the bed and installing concrete edging for it, which is pretty cool. So now we are making our way over to the shop. We do actually have to load up the F550 dump truck with mulch. That is going to be a pretty realistic thing to do. Instead of just going over to the silo, having it come out, I thought that we would do that to kind of feature a few different things, since, I mean, you would have to load up the material before you do bring it over to the customer, which is pretty realistic. This Toyota Tacoma is one pretty epic truck. I really do like it a lot. I will be looking into maybe changing out these custom wheels or even kind of installing a lift kit on it. I think that would be pretty cool, and possibly doing a few other things to it. You guys can see we have arrived here at the shop, which is pretty cool. Very small shop, but we will actually be combining a few shops very soon. Up first, we'll be hopping here in the 2011 Ford F350 with a 6.7 liter power stroke. We'll just kind of get that warmed up. And we did get a delivery of mulch from the local supplier, which is pretty helpful, and we'll be using the John Deere 524K high lift loader to load it up into the dump truck, which is pretty cool. Now, like I was saying, guys, sometimes the supplier does deliver it over to the shops, or sometimes they deliver it directly over, but I thought that since we do have this brand new 2011 Ford F550 dump truck, we'll definitely put it to use, haul these wood chips, and I mean, that will be pretty cool. But you guys can see, very nicely done on this front loader. Really do like this a lot, and you guys can see 1 or 2 buckets, and we should be able to probably fill up this dump bed. But you guys can see it is a bit tricky kind of loading it this way, but take a look at that, guys. Wow, it looks like maybe 2 or 3 bucket loads might kind of take it, which is okay. And I really do like this loader size. It's kind of a medium size in between a skid steer and like the giant loaders. And I think if we were to kind of open up a landscaping shop, I think we'll definitely have to have one of these, just because these are so important. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for all of the continued support here on the daily videos. You guys are awesome with all of the positive feedback, and it does mean a lot to me that you guys give me so much info and some great video ideas, which I really do make some pretty epic videos with. So I think we'll try to do one more bucket load. We might actually have to come back here to get like another truckload or whatever if we do need to. But like I was saying, guys, I did actually make 2 versions of the Ford F550 just because you can't really put anything in the back of the dump bed if you do have it scripted for things like wood chips, everything like that. But I mean, these are pretty natural mulch, no colors in it, and it's just the natural wood chips, which is pretty cool. But it is really good mulch at the same time. We'll kind of keep down any weeds, anything from growing in the bed. But you guys can see, take a look at that, and by also doing this mulch, it will help out the curb appeal of the house, which means that they could potentially kind of make more money if they were to sell a house, just because it looks even better. We'll be hopping here in the Ford F550, and we'll be making our way over there. We did get the power stroke warmed up, and a few weeks ago I did get a comment asking me to warm up the trucks to be realistic, and that's what I will be trying to do more of, to be realistic. I've been featuring a lot of realism, but I do want to bring it to the next level. Now, I think to make it a bit easier for us, we'll just kind of unload this into the skid steer bucket. That will probably be the easiest, most efficient way for us to do it, which is going to be pretty good. So I think, like I was saying, guys, we'll do that. We'll just kind of back the truck in halfway into the driveway, just enough so we can kind of move the skid steer around. And it looks like we are having a collision problem there, which is not the best. I think we'll just kind of park along the side then if we are running into that problem. But wow, this Ford F550 really does look good. You guys can see in the previous video we really did do this. One of the best landscaping projects we've done so far. Came out very good, and I really am putting in a lot more time into my videos now, trying to find more high quality mods to use, and I really do like this John Deere skid steer. Other than the rocking back and forth just a little bit, this thing is pretty cool. So now for this to work, we just have to get lined up. Now, many people might say just to unload it. I think that we might try this. If this does take way too much time, we might just do that. that instead. But this is, like I was saying, very efficient way to just kind of unload right into the buckets. Pretty cool, and then you do not have to worry about cleanup, anything like that. And we actually did position the truck in a really good position. We don't have to keep jumping the curb. You guys can see we are rocking back and forth, not the best, but you guys can see now we will be spreading the mulch. Take a look at that. Hopefully it does kind of work with the concrete. Not exactly sure if it will, but take a look at that, guys. That is working out so good so far. And actually, I do want to show you before we continue the plants. The plants got delivered, you guys can see 2 pallet loads. We could actually pick these up and put them into position. That is a very cool thing, and I can't wait to kind of do that. Wow, looks like we will actually probably not need another truckload. Probably just around 3, 4, 5 buckets probably at most. And I really do like how we did not unload all of it, just because I do not want to have to kind of reload all of it, spend extra time and possibly more gas. We'll just kind of back up here, we'll lower this back down, and I don't think we really need the truck on for it, but at the same time I think it's a bit more realistic, because you do have to kind of keep raising the dump bed up and down. I'm very excited about this landscaping series here. We'll be doing just around 1 landscaping job a week, which is pretty exciting. And last week we did one removing an in-ground pool, and you guys showed so much support on it, and I really do appreciate all of the support on that. That was a ton of fun doing that, and I can't wait to maybe do some pool install, something cool like that. So if you do have any cool ideas, let me know down below in the comments, and if you do have any cool trucks you guys would like me to use in videos, you guys can always share them, and I will definitely give you a shout out if you do send me one. Now we are kind of going over the concrete just a little bit, since we do have to go a little bit closer to the house. Not the best thing to do, not the, yeah, like I was saying, not the best, and not really what I plan to do, keep jumping over that, just because we could potentially damage it in the long run. But also today, we will be attaching to the trailer, loading up our equipment, and heading back to our shop. I mean, that's something I really want to do just because we brought it all over here. We're going to be pretty realistic to bring that back to our shop also. But take a look at that, guys. I think so far we did just about 3 bucket loads, so I think we'll probably end up maybe 6 or 7, since it does wrap around the house. But on the other side of the house, there's not too much though, so probably just around 8 or at most probably. So we'll just kind of go over this. Not the best, don't really want to keep jumping this, since we could potentially damage the skid steer. Ooh, do not want to unload too much, and we'll just kind of keep backing up here. But I really do enjoy doing these daily farming videos. These are a ton of fun, doing these different types of farming sim videos, which is pretty exciting, and I'm very excited for the brand new Farming Simulator 19 coming out this fall. I've been getting a ton of comments about it. I can't wait for it. I will be doing daily videos, a ton of very cool things with that new game, which is pretty exciting, and I will be doing a few throwbacks to FS15 also by request. You guys can see I am just trying to keep filling it up, but wow, this Ford really does look good, and I'm really, like I was saying, trying to find more high quality mods, building more different types of trucks that we do not usually use. Hopefully I could find some really good single cab Rams that we could use for different things, even kind of build a dump truck just like the F550 we are using. You guys can see, take a look at that. We definitely need a little bit of momentum to kind of go up and over this. Not too realistic to kind of have a skid steer going into flower beds, but I mean, this is the only way for us to spread the mulch. You guys can see, I mean, we'll definitely kind of tilt this down. Take a look at that. Very nice job. This actually does limit how much we could put down, but you guys can see, wow, I mean, very evenly spread also. Even though it is with a skid steer, it is a bit tricky, and we are overall making it work, which is pretty cool. I really do like this John Deere skid steer. Other than the rocking, this is one pretty cool skid steer. Really do like it a lot, and wow, I really do like how we are doing it. Some might say this might not be efficient, but at the same time, I do not want to kind of unload more than what we need to, and we do not really want to get wood chips mulch all over the asphalt. It looks like we are running into a problem now of it not detecting, which means that we just have to lower the skid steer bucket. Ooh, take a look at that, guys. It looks like it just pretty much worked, which is perfect. We'll just kind of continue back over here. Wow, sometimes when you do drive the skid steer over the grass, it will kind of get lower, and I think that it will be a pretty realistic thing to get it to show the tire tracks in the grass. Let me know if there's a mod that would do that. Like we're saying, I really am trying to increase the realism for the new year with a bunch of different mods. I am trying to get more more things like manual attaching, and I really do like this map, which is a Square Farms map. I am releasing it publicly, but I am actually holding the release of it just because the map is not finished, and I do not want to release an unfinished map. But like I was saying, guys, this will have just around 15 farm fields and a very big town for landscaping, 3 fire stations here on this map, which is pretty cool, 2 big ones and then a very small one. So I can't wait for you guys to enjoy this. We'll be able to do live streams, everything like that once it is complete. But there's a ton more work. You guys will be seeing a lot more map building videos, and those are actually replacing Minecraft Mondays just for the moment until the map is fully complete. Then we'll be switching back. Like I was saying, guys, looks like we are running into a problem of it's not, sometimes the trigger to have it unload isn't really exactly working out how it was a little bit earlier today, which is okay. But you guys can see this first person action, which looks awesome. Really do like the interior. Very nicely done, Skidsteer. And there was actually a tracked version of it. So I think maybe we might have to change it up. Do tracked Skidsteers just because I've used wheeled ones for so long. But you guys can see doing a pretty good job. We just actually have this little back corner area, but wow, I think the next thing for us will be to build them a patio. So that's probably be the next thing. But like we're saying, guys, they did want to do 2 different payments, and I thought that we'll just kind of do 2 different jobs, because I mean that is completely different, building a patio from building one of these. But you guys can see I think that's pretty much it, and I will have to kind of touch up on this a little bit off camera. But wow, I mean we did do a very good job, decent job, and like I was saying, I am trying my best also. It looks like we do have to clean up just a little bit, probably able to scrape it up, but at the same time do not really want to give that a try. So I think we'll just kind of park the skids here right over here, and the last thing we'll do is we'll be planting those, and we can't really take them out of the pots, but we'll definitely put them into position. Now these are the only ones that we could actually pick up and put into place, which is pretty cool. I think we'll kind of leave the window one open. We'll put one down right there. Take a look at that, we got one down right over there. Next up, I think we'll take a few more of these. These bigger ones will pretty much go here in the front, and then we'll put a few smaller ones in the window. So you guys can see we'll put another one there, and I really do like how the local supplier did put them kind of right up against the house. It does give us a lot of room to move around with the skid steer, everything like that. You guys can see, I mean, so far this bed looks awesome, and I mean, that looks pretty cool, really helping the curb appeal of the house instead of just having grass going right up to the building. But this is the last big one, and I think we'll probably put this kind of right over here on the corner. This probably looks good right about here, and then these smaller ones, we'll probably just put a few in front of the windows. Now you guys can see it is pretty realistic to plant these, but we cannot really do that here in Farm Sim. We can only pick them up and move them around. Now that one did fall over on us, not the best, and I actually do want to put one here. Let's see if we could do it without it falling down. Take a look at that. Oh, nope. It looks like that one will be falling over. So some of these will fall over. We just have to work around that. But I mean, very cool that we are able to kind of move plants around, move objects around here in the game. I think it's a little too close to put one here. I think we'll put one right. Oh, take a look at that, guys. We got that one, which is awesome. I mean, that was a bit tricky. Wasn't sure if that was going to work, but it did. Next up, we'll be kind of coming over here, and the local supplier, since we did rent that one attachment from them, they'll be coming back, picking up that attachment and the pallets, because they do charge for the pallets. They do cost quite a bit of money, and it does take that. Whoa, take a look at that one, guys. This one kind of went all over, and we'll just have to drop this down, and you guys can see, so that's pretty much it. I believe we do have a few more. I will have to kind of reset a few of these off camera, just so that we could get them looking really good. But next up, we'll kind of pick this one up, and I think we'll probably just put one right over here. So let's put another one here. Oh, looks like that one did fall over. So like I was saying, it is a bit of a struggle. Looks like we are only able to put one of these into the correct position, and yeah, so there we go, guys. We got all of them into position with the different trees. I really do like the look of this. Very nice. Up next, we'll be hopping here in the Ford F550. We'll be turning this on, and we'll be backing up here to the trailer and loading up the skid steer. Very exciting day for us. I mean, we completed our second project here on the Square Farms map, which is pretty cool. If you do have any cool ideas for me, always let me know down below in the comments. I really am putting more effort, like I was saying, into these to make them better and better for the channel, and I can't wait for all the new mods to come out, everything like that, new trucks, and I did see a few new ones that hopefully we could get models for and kind of use them. But I think next up, what you guys can see, we do have our hazard lights on, kind of at the edge of the corner, not the best. But next up, we'll be hopping here in the John Deere, and it's not the best thing to kind of drive straight onto the trailer, just because all of the weight is in the back. But we do have to put this bucket at the very front, and actually I think I know of a way that we could kind of work around it. So yeah, so it's not too realistic to do that, and I really don't want to do that, since, like I was saying, realism is what I will be striving for. This attachment, which is the rototiller, is very heavy, and that should offset it, so we'll be able to kind of drive this one on forward, and then we'll be able to back the skid steer on with a bucket. You guys can see we'll now be loading this one up, and that's pretty much it for today. I do want to head back over to the shop. I do get a ton of requests to do that, and then we'll be taking the Tacoma home. But I really do like daily driving from our house over to the shops. It's a pretty cool thing, and it does feature a different truck for like the vehicle. You guys can see we are struggling here, and I just have to lower down this attachment and just kind of rest it on the trailer to kind of get the wheels unstuck. You guys can see that's kind of a fix. If you do run into that problem, it's a bit unrealistic at the same time that we do have to kind of go about that way. But you guys can see we're just kind of put that right about there. That actually fits pretty good. Now backing down, it will be a bit tricky. Like I was saying, way too much weight in the back, but that's the best we can do. Next up, we'll be attaching right back to this bucket, and like I was saying, they'll be coming back for the last attachment and those pallets, and we'll raise up the ramps and hop back in the Ford. And I think that it would also be a very cool thing if we were able to raise the ramps from the outside of the vehicle. I think that would be a very cool thing, very realistic, and hopefully we could get something like that maybe in FS19. You guys can see the ramps are folding up here. We'll be indicating, and we'll be making our way back. The shop is just around the corner, which is pretty cool. But overall, guys, very nice setup. I will be looking into doing more landscaping. But let me know, guys, should we do different shop setups for these landscaping, or should we have a dedicated landscaping shop for the entire season? I think doing different ones, like you guys saw with the first landscaping video to this one, we are using different equipment, which is pretty helpful. It does change up the videos, and I think that that would be a pretty big thing. But let me know, guys, what we should do, if we should have one shop, or should we keep doing different shops for each mini project. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.